it?
Oh, I got a good story. You love it when I tell you about me jerking off, right?
No.
Well, boy, are you in for a treat. This was a low point in my life, Maria. I'm not going to lie to you. At this point in my life, times were hard. I was just caught up. I was in police custody. The cops had me. I was in a jail cell. But you know what the worst part about being in that jail cell was? It wasn't that I couldn't leave. It wasn't that I was no longer human. It wasn't that I was in an orange jumpsuit. And it also wasn't that the toilet was attached to the sink. The worst part, in my opinion, of being locked up was jacking off. Let me try to paint a picture for you. Could you imagine, okay, let's put a dick on you.
Okay.
Could you imagine jacking off next to another man?
Maybe.
And I had urges. I had needs. The only way I could sleep, the only way that I could have any fun, when you're locked up, they don't turn off the lights. There is never any darkness. Your room light is turned on. When you're locked up, you could have the tables outside. Those lights are always turned on. The only thing that gets turned off is the television. Imagine having fluorescent lights always on you.
Kind of like these.
Like
I
these.
fucking hate those lights. I hate these.
So there I was, hornier than a goat because of this fluorescent light that will not stop shining in my face. The wall is a bright as fuck white. I'm like, I have needs. I have urges. I need to get this load out of my body. And luckily, I was at the bottom bunk. There was the crazy roommate at the top bunk. Every so often fidgeting and moving around in his medicated state. A little crazy. I'm like, I have to jack off because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to sleep. So I went under my blankets. Behind us, there's a cell door that opens up. So the guards come by every few often and check up on all the inmates in there. I had to keep one eye open to make sure that he doesn't come and peek at me wanking off. The other ear had to be to my roommate, my cellie. So I pulled down my orange pants. I was like, here we go. You had to fluff it up a little bit first. It's not like you're immediately hard. It's kind of hard to get hard in the jail cell. You're a little scared. You might get stabbed. And then I would just think of the last thing I saw, whatever porno I saw. I'm trying to get myself hard, slapping it around. You get me? Like, this dude owes me money. I'm like, slapping that cock around. And then finally I get like a mid-chub and I'm like, okay, we got something going here. We got something going. It's at least a mid-level boner, right? That's enough to start jacking off. Nice slow strokes at first. Just I'm about 4 strokes, right? Just right? It starts to get a little bit more firm, and that's when I knew I'm cooking with fire here. I'm about 20 strokes in, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna fucking give up my mission. My mission is to bust on myself.
Bust on yourself?
When I start to feel that little tingly sensation at the end of the penis right before you bust, oh shit, something's happening. There's a cold shiver running down my spine, a bead of sweat trickling down my forehead.
The toes be curling.
Your toes ever curl in jail? That's when you know you have it good. Life ain't so bad when your toes are curled in jail. And then about 35 strokes in, I got some pre-cum coming out the fucking tip of the dick. I'm like, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. There's no stopping this train. We're gonna bust. I'm not gonna lie. The hardest bust ever in my life. My entire front of my boxers was filled with white jizz. The entire crotch looked like I spilled yogurt on my lap. My balls went all the way into myself. I hid my boxes underneath my mattress and went to sleep. I slept like a baby. I'm not gonna lie. The best sleep of my life. I was like, yo, man, that was a big load. And then I was out.